Ang pag-ayo, yara lamang kay Heso Kristo. Ini ang 1233, Radyo DYVS. Nagapalayag sang mensahe sang kaluwasan ni Heso Kristo sa anuman nga panahon. Pinaagi sa radyo kag bag-o nga teknolohiya sa sulod sang 46 ka tuig.
Kampiyon sa kahanginan. Edukasyon para sa kabataan. Ini ang Radyo Kampiyon.
Magandang hapon sa ating mga ALS learners, mga tagapakinig sa radyo at nanonood sa Facebook Live ng ating ALS Life Skills Self-Directed Learning. Hatid sa atin ang Department of Education Alternative Learning System, Division of Bacolod City and this station. Ang inyong lingkod, EPSA ng Bacolod, Ginoong Mark Philip A. Claridad. Sa ALS, may pag-asa. Ngayong hapon ay tatalakayin natin ang Module 5, Session 1, Activity 4. Umabot na tayo ng Activity 4. Pero balik muna tayo ng Activity 1, 2, 3. Kaya re-refresh tayo muna. Okay, so dito po ay meron tayong Proverbs. Ang kaligtasan ay dapat pinaghahandaan. Safety doesn't happen by accident. Tama. Okay, ngayon. So, ating introductory activity and learner's reflection, umabot po yan ng 60 to 90 minutes. So, healthy hygiene and sanitation, umabot po ng 30 to 50 minutes. And proper hand washing techniques, 30 to 50 minutes. Hazard in the workplace and application, 30 to 60 minutes. So, punta po tayo ng mga assignments natin. So, 5.1, don't forget, good health habits, healthy hygiene and sanitation practices, 5.2, 5.3, proper way of washing hands, hazards in the workplace, 5.4. Yun po ang ating checkpoint ng ating written assignments. So, sa ating Activity 1 ay bago kayo mag-Module 5, ulitin ko ulit, ay dapat mayroon kayong mga learnings from Module 4. Naalala niyo pa ba yung Module 4? Meron kayong mga learning na nakukuha doon. So, huwag nating kalimutan sa pagtatrabaho, preparing a biodata, no? Isang learning po 'yon na na-learn natin sa pagsasagot nyo kung ano yung mga natutunan nyo, no? Preparing an application letter, isa pa yung na-learn natin sa Module 4. Learn about job interview, learning about informational interview, and about workplace behaviors and attitude. And don't forget to become productive in your time management and planning decision making. So, our Proverbs is, ang kaligtasan ay dapat pinaghahandaan or safety doesn't happen by accident. So, yes, we need to prepare for safety, for protection of whole family. So, this module will focus on the health and safety at work. So, what is the connection between this topic in the proverb? How does this topic relate to your real life? Talagang very related. Yes, because the awareness and relation to health and safety at work is very important. So, kailangan paghahandaan. So, specifically, ngayong pandemic, pag hindi ka aware at hindi ka nagpalo ng order ng ating government rules or ordinance, walang paghahanda, talagang delikado ang mangyayari. So, mahahawaan yung pamilya, kasama yung kaibigan, sino pa yung pinupuntahan. So, death or hospital ang pupuntahan mo. So, kailangan may kaligtasan, hindi lang ikaw, kundi buong pamilya mo ang dapat mong isipin bago mo gawin ang paghahanda. So, kaya ang pagiging aware sa nangyayari at may paghahanda, kaligtasan talaga yan ng buong pamilya dahil may pag-iingat. Ngayon ay dapat naka-face shield with mask tayo pag nakaharap tayo sa mga tao. So, healthy habits is our key topics: hygiene and sanitation at work, hazard in the workplace, and ways to make work safer. So, healthy habits will help you maintain good health and work life, sufficient sleep, exercise, avoiding drinking and smoking, good nutrition, safe hygiene practices, being positive. Talagang positibo ka. Kailangan be obedient. So, when do you wash your hands? Before eating, before preparing food, after using the bathroom, before and after treating wounds. Yung mga sugat natin, kailangan before and after talagang pag-treat niyan. Kailangan po ng kalinisan. Okay, after touching a sick person, isa pa yon, no? May sakit para hindi mahawaan. After handling garbage. Yung sa garbage kasi marami ding diyang mga germs. After blowing your nose, coughing or sneezing, pag-atse, kailangan po natin ng tinatawag na pag-iingat. So, before breastfeeding, isa pa yon, maraming namamatay na mga bata or babies dahil po sa being careless sa pag-handle ng baby. So, pag-ingat lang, no? Ingatan natin. So, sources of germs, contaminated kitchen surfaces. Okay, so prevention techniques, ensure surfaces are kept clean, keep refuse containers clean and away from food being prepared. Ayan. So, dust, insects, rodents, and pets. Mga aso natin at mga ano natin, no? Mga pusa. So, kumakain sila ng daga. Yun, isa pa yun, no? Dapat ingatan natin ang kanilang mga galaw doon sa loob ng bahay, saan sila natutulog. Dapat lagyan natin sila ng mga kalalagyan. So, kung saan sila ilagay para maging safe ang surfaces natin, magiging malinis. Keep them away from food, particularly for dry foods. Keep outside of refrigerators or freezers. Store it tightly sealed containers. Kailangan may kasuputan po ang or kinalagyan ng containers. Kailangan merong takip para maiwas yung tinatawag nating contamination ng mga germs. Dirty hands and dish clothes. Wash regularly. Kailangan palagi kang naghugas ng iyong mga dish clothes or dirty hands mo. Kailangan hugasan ng kamay palagi. Raw foods. Keep foods separate to prevent cross-contamination. Carefully wash preparation surfaces and utensils between uses for different foods. And take particular care with surfaces and utensils used to prepare meat and poultry to prevent potential spread of salmonella. So, napakahawa po itong salmonella. Dear learners, nandyan na ba kayo sa page 8? Don't forget to answer your page 8, Learner's Reflection, Module 5, Safety and Health at Work. So, meron tayong choices, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, I don't have any experience doing this. I have very little experience doing this. I have some experience doing this and I have a lot of experience doing this. Yung mga expertise mo or experience mo, pakilagay lang ng check. Yung mga knowledge and skills and abilities, please read and find your choices 1, 2, 3, 4. So, most people have experienced or know someone who has experienced health or safety hazard at work. Kaya nagtatrabaho tayo. Put a check on the box to the left if you are anyone you know experienced. Number 1, so getting sick from spoiled or unclean food either at home or in a restaurant. Kung natatrabaho ka sa mga karinderya o restaurant or sa bahay ka naman, or getting sick from spoiled or unclean food. May mga pagkain talaga na pag hindi na yan malinis, talagang sineset aside na po yan. So, ito po ay mga unclean food. So, ano bang gagawin natin dito? Kindly check the box if you or anyone you know, if you experience this. Kung talagang naranasan mo ito, lagyan lang ng check. Being injured while working. Naranasan mo ba ito? Kindly check. Being afraid about an assignment task. Natatakot ka ba sa mga trabahong binibigay sa'yo or mga task na binibigay sa'yo? So, kindly check. If you put a check mark or at least one, tell the story of how the incident happened. Pag naka-check ka dyan, so pakikwento naman, ipakilagay naman sa separate sheets, paano nangyari yun? Okay? Pakilagay ng mga karanasan mo dito. So, we have activity 5.1, good health habits. Let's look at some of the good habits that keeps us healthy. Rate yourself on the following health habits. Meron tayong 3 column dyan. For each habit, the first column, place a check mark on the appropriate column, always, sometimes, or never. Palagi, minsan, sinabi nila, gaano kadalas ang minsan. Okay, so never, wala talaga. Okay, so based on your own daily routine, ay meron tayong mga habits dito. Pag sinabing habits, palagi mong ginagawa. Yun, habits na yun. Parang attitude na siya, no? So, habits. So, always, or pwede rin, sometimes, or never. Okay, ganun. So, number 1, I get enough rest. Ilan ba ang tamang rest? 6 to 8 hours. Tama? So, enough ba yung 6 to 8 hours mo? So, always ba nangyayari yun? Sometimes, never. Okay, number 2, I try to eat nutritious foods. Ayan. Nutritious bang foods mo? Kumakain ka ba ng gulay? Kumakain ka ba ng prutas? Kumakain ka ba ng mga healthy foods talagang makapagbigay ng kalusugan sa iyong katawan? Number 3, I avoid smoking and drinking. Ayan, drinking of alcoholic drinks. Okay. Smoking. Okay, so ang pagsusmoke ba ay ina-avoid mo? So, means always, sometimes, never. And then I strive to be clean and keep my surroundings clean. And I take precautions against malaria and dengue. I avoid injuries when possible, wear helmet when riding motorcycle. I treat minor injuries and illnesses promptly. I strive to have happy relationships. I avoid gossiping about others. Okay, naninira ka ba ng kapwa mo? Gossiping. Okay. So, sinisiraan mo ba siya sa ibang tao? Okay. So I like to see others do well. Okay. So number 10, bago yan ng number 11, kailangan mag-avoid tayo ng gossiping. So if you are avoiding gossiping about others, always ba nangyayari yon? Sometimes and never. And number 11, I like to see others do well. Okay, gusto ko talaga makikita yung iba na gumagawa sila ng maganda, mabuti. Okay, correct. Okay, next, number 12. I avoid thinking about myself in a negative way. Talagang positibo ka. Avoid mo yung mga negative. Next, number 13. I strive to look my best. Talagang ginagawa mo yung best mo. And number 14. I am optimistic about the future. No? Hindi lang physical, naging spiritual pa po ito at naging emotional pa po dito ang iyong mga habits for good health. Ayan, good health habits. So there are health habits that you already practice and there are those that you need to get better. At healthy behavior is a broad topic. One of that could spend the whole course exploring. There may be additional opportunities to participate in more health-related learning activities in your community. So ito ang nakaka-challenge. Dear MBDJ, PDLs professional, tulungan mo po ang ating mga PDLs learners. At ang ating mga kasambahay, let's help each other. Our learners, let's help each other. Gumawa kayo or you will create a song or a poem about 3 of the health habits na na-mention ko bago-bago lang, yung 1 to 14 habits for good health. 3 lang mong piliin nyo at gumawa kayo ng awit or tula. So, tula sa Hiligaynon, binalaybay. Okay. Which healthy habits surprise you? Which healthy habits is missing in this list? Okay, so, meron bang hindi nabanggit? At meron bang na-surprise ka dito? Pakisulat lang po sa inyong separate sheets. Okay, activity 5.1, good health habits. Ito po ang which healthy habits is missing in this list. Pakisulat po sa separate sheets. Okay, dear learners, don't forget, sharing is caring. This section encourages you to share your output to your family and friends. Uso na kayo ng group chat. Use the group chat and you also share your song or poem with a member of your family. Kami po ay maigi kaming magpe-present dito sa radyo yung mga the best nyo na performance in your teachers. Okay, let them know this is part of your schoolwork and then ask them about their thoughts of the song or poem as well as on the topic of healthy habits. Let's go now to activity 2. Healthy hygiene and sanitation practices. Okay, magdi-describe po kayo dito ng importance of personal and public cleanliness and know how to prevent the spread of illness and contamination at work, home, and community. So, Dito po, magdi-describe ng importance of personal and public cleanliness. Know how to prevent and spread of illness and contamination at work, home, and community. So, in the last activity natin, we identified one of the important health habits for workers striving to be clean and keep our surroundings clean. In many workplaces, this is called hygiene and sanitation. Hygiene is personal cleanliness, and sanitation is public cleanliness. What can happen if we do not keep ourselves clean? Okay, what can happen if we do not keep our communities or workplaces clean? Siyempre, magkasakit tayo, ano? So, ang dami nang mangyayari. Magkakahawaan na. So, germs began. Kailangan maalis po yung mga germs. Many illnesses and diseases such as diarrhea and intestinal worms are preventable by safe hygiene practices. These practices get rid of the germs that causes the illnesses. Nagkakasakit po tayo dahil po hindi natin maiwasan or hindi natin iniwasan ng germs. Hindi tayo nag-hand washing. Germs are very small organism. Maliit po yan. Hindi po makikita ng two naked eye. Kailangan po ng microscope para makikita mo siya. So, kailangan lang po nating mag-ingat at maglinis ng mga kamay. There are, however, things you can do to help prevent them from getting into your system and making you sick. Okay, when do you wash your hands? How to do that in preventing germs from getting you the other sick? One excellent way is by washing your hands very often. May mga suggestion po dyan sa page 13 kung paano po natin hugasan ang ating kamay before eating, after using the bathroom, after touching a sick person, after blowing your nose, coughing or sneezing. Kailangan po nating itabon yung kamay, or after doon ay dapat nating hugasan ang mga kamay natin kasi nakakontaminate tayo ng germs. Before breastfeeding, nako, ito pa mga mother, kailangan po natin ng washing our hands and clean preparation sa pag-breastfeed. Kailangan nakawash din ang ating katawan before natin i-breastfeed si baby. Before preparing food, isa pa ito ang paghahanda ng pagkain. Kailangan po nakahugas ng maigi at nakaiwas ito sa mga germs. Before and after treating wounds, pag may sugat kayo, huwag kalimutan ang mga malinis na mga gamit para ang sugat ay hindi rin ma-contaminate ng mga germs. After handling garbage, ayan, ang mga basura natin, kailan nakalagay yan sa malinis na supot at kailangan nakaiwas yan sa mga pagkain o malayo siya sa pagkain. Kasi may mga langaw na dumadapo dyan at iba't iba pang mga langgam. At doon ang langgam ay dumadapo kung saan-saan at pumupunta rin sa iba't ibang mga gamit natin sa kusina. So, kailangan po natin ng pag-iingat. What is the proper way to wash your hands? Ano po yon? Wet your hands with running water if possible. Number 2, apply liquid bar or powder soap. Number 3, lather well. And number 4, rub your hands vigorously for at least 20 seconds. Remember to scrub all surfaces including the back of your hands, wrist, between your fingers and under your fingernails, and rinse well. Kanilang banlawan ng maigi, no? Dry your hands with a clean or disposable towel or let them air dry. Kailangan malang-mala yung kamay para maiwas sa germs. And then, mayroon tayong top 10 personal hygiene practices for everyone. Una, daily showers or bath and washing hair. Okay, kailangan linisan yung mga buhok at kailangan din i-daily shower natin yung ating mga katawan. And number 2, frequently washing hands and face. Daily brushing and flossing teeth regularly after every meal. Kailangan magsisipilyo tayo ng ating mga ngipin. Wearing clean clothes and keeping your surroundings clean. Okay, sa pagsisipilyo ng ating mga ngipin, 3 times a day dapat, no? Pag kumakain, magsisipilyo ka agad para iwas naman sa germs and iwas naman sa dumi at sa sakit. So, hold a tissue or handkerchief over the mouth when coughing or sneezing, not a bare hand. Okay, meron tayong mga panyo, meron tayong mask, at mga cover, dapat ang mask natin hindi isa, dalawa. Okay, meron tayong reserve kasi nadudumihan din siya. Stopping bad habits such as no speaking, touching the face, etc. So, iwasan ng pong paghawak ng ating mga mata or gamit ng kamay or makalagay mo dyan na yung kamay hindi pa nahuhugasan. Baka makontaminate din yan kasi open yung ating mata. So, washing hands before eating. Ayan, bago kumain, manghugas ng kamay. Not licking fingers before picking up sheets of paper. Not biting nails. Minsan, no, palagi talaga. Kinakagat ang kuko, no? Ginagawang nail cutter ang kuko, ang ang ngipin ginagamit as a nail cutter. So, wag naman. So, para maiwas lang sa sakit. Washing hands right after you touch your shoes. Ayan. Alam nyo, I suggest, depende sa inyo, uso na ngayon ng rubber shoes. Tama? Kasi palaging umuulan. Kasi sa rubber shoes, ang dali lang kasi ibabasa mo lang sa tubig, mababanlaw. So, marami na ngayong rubber shoes na parang leader na rin ang mukha ng rubber shoes. Maganda po ito. Pang sanitize, gumagamit ako ng mga leather shoes kung mga important na mga occasion. Pero palagi akong gumagamit ng rubber shoes. Talagang ganda ito para sa ating sanitation. So, marami pong mga strategies na pwede natin gagamitin for sanitation or paghahanda para sa ating kaligtasan. So, make a checklist based on top 10 personal hygiene practices for everyone and motivate yourself for 1 week. Okay, isulat mo ito yung mga reflections natin. What makes a hygiene practice easy to do? What makes a hygiene practice difficult to do? Mahirap ba o madali lang? So, isulat po ito sa ating kwaderno. So, huwag kalimutan, Activity 5.2, Healthy Hygiene and Sanitation Practices Continued. Let's eat! Washing and cooking our food. Use a clean water source. Cook a food thoroughly to get rid of germs. So, washing dishes and storing food. Don't forget, wash dishes with soap and water, preferably hot water when possible. Talaga, sa mainit talaga na tubig para talagang maiwasan ang germs. When storing food, try to make sure that it is sealed in a bag. Kailangan yung walang germs, no? Maiwas tayo dyan at talagang hindi siya makakontaminate. Kailangan po natin ng, if you see rat droppings in the food, you should throw it out. Huwag mo nang gamitin kasi pwedeng natin gawing fertilizer. Ito po ay nakakaiwas at iwasan talaga, and never consume any bread or other food products with possible mold. Meron na pong mold, hindi na kainin. Kailangan ng gawing fertilizer. Okay. So, pwede na rin gamitin as, ang tawag dyan, pwede na rin gamitin as ipakain sa manok or pwede na rin ilibing sa lupa as fertilizer. So, keeping your work area clean. Talagang malinis yung area. Bakit? Doon pa kasi nagka-contaminate kung madumi ang paligid. Keep your assigned workstation clean by washing it thoroughly. Ayan. So, germs or microbes come from many different origins, including food itself, and can be kept our food following some prevention techniques. Okay. Yung sinabi ko kanina, contaminated kitchen surface, dust, insects, yung mga pets natin, dirty hands in dish clothes, yung raw foods, kailangan po nating prevention at mga techniques sa paghahanda at iwasan pag madumi. Okay, so buksan natin page 16. Nandyan na ba kayo? Activity 5.2, Healthy Hygiene and Sanitation Practices. Magpapatuloy po tayo sa water and waste, clean water and toilet facilities. Paano? Wash hands before and after using the toilet. Okay, next. Use a toilet if there is no toilet. Relieve yourself far from water sources and where it won't come into contact with animals or people. Cover it with dirt to avoid flies. Ayan. So, wash hands before handling food. Use clean and safe methods of preparing and storing food. Keep animals away from food and water sources. Protect water sources. Use clean water for drinking and washing. Cover food. Ayan, talagang may container tayo. Pang-cover ng ating mga pagkain. Pag ilagay sa ref, may container din po tayo. Safe na safe po tayo dyan. Keep wells and public water places clean. Toilet should be at least 20 meters or more away from the water source. Okay, so make sure your toilet is covered. So, ang pag-disinfect po ng water, boil water for at least 1 minute or 3 minutes in mountainous regions, no? Ganun po ang kanila, 3 minutes sa mountainous region kasi malamig po doon. And store in clean containers. Ayan, use chlorine to disinfect water. Hindi po masama ang chlorine, pero dinidisinfect po yan by using of chlorine. Follow lang ang instruction on the bottle para hindi po tayo madelikado. So, don't forget the opinions of our family and friends. Gather your families. Okay, so our activity 3, learn the proper way to wash hands. Do actual proper hand washing. Nakikita nyo ba dyan sa 5.3 how to wash your hands properly? 1, wet your hands, basahin. Number 2, gamitin yung soap. Number 3, lather and scrub. Ayan, so 20 seconds. And then tingnan nyo kung how he clean his or her hands. So, banlawan, rinse, 10 seconds. Dry your hands using your hand towel or any very clean clothes. Turn off tap. Okay, patayin na po natin yung ating tubig. Okay, hindi siya dadaloy para iwas din po ng ng ating water. And then, don't forget to wash between your fingers, under your nails, the tops of your hands. Okay, so our activity 4, hazards in the workplace and application. So identify the main hazard found in the workplace, understand why the situation or substance is hazardous. So sa activity 5.4, meron po tayong hazard in the workplace. So basahin po ninyo ang mga safety, chemicals, biological, and other health hazard harmful things na pwede ninyong gamitin sa activity 5.4. Okay, so meron pong safety hazard example po dyan. Merong a chemical hazard, biological hazard, other health hazard. Andyan po. And then, tingnan nyo po. Meron po tayong mga pictures dyan na lagyan nyo ng circle kung hazard po siya. Hanggang grocery, kitchen, and office settings. So, i-apply po natin ito using our potential hazard. List them down here and identify possible solutions for this hazard. Example po ng ating places you can walk into the observe, identify different types of workplaces. Example, restaurant, grocery store, office, hotel, reception, small manufacturing site, construction site, and etc. Okay, so don't forget ang ating activity 5.6. Let's answer the hazard observed, type of hazard, and how to avoid this hazard. Okay, so we have our ALS CLC. Don't forget, our ALS CLC, magpa-enroll po tayo sa ating mga District 1 to District 7's ALS CLC. Lumapit lang po sa ating ALS teachers. Dahil po sa ALS, may pag-asa! Magandang hapon sa lahat.